In our few minutes today, I'd like to talk a little bit about creativity in the classroom. Creativity can be defined as new and imaginative ideas being expressed in new ways or being turned into reality. Now, you have to understand, as I was growing up, I didn't believe I had a creative bone in my body. I was never any good at art. I was never going to write a musical or anything. I was never going to invent anything. And even though my handwriting was called creative by several of my teachers, I don't think that was meant in a positive connotation. This idea existed within me as I grew older. I was always willing to learn how to be creative. I always hoped that someone could teach me to be creative. The researchers Michelle and Robert Root Bernstein said that we believe that in the classroom environments exist environments where creativity can really explode. We believe that classroom environments can be a place where creativity can be nurtured. Okay? But they also explain that they believe that creativity cannot be taught, at least not directly. So if creativity can't be taught, what was I going to do? What do we do? First off, I believe we need to understand that everyone has a creative spark. The Root Bernsteins say that creativity is a response to a particular problem in a distinct context at a particular time. And our students come across problems, the context, and have time every day. I also believe that creativity is primarily born out of our passions. So in the age of Common Core, excessive testing, rigid guidelines, where and how do we find the time to give our students the time to explore their passions and spark their creativity? Well, maybe even though creativity can't be taught directly, I believe the creative process can. We can expose our students to people such as artists, scientists, and technologists who have invented new things and even made being in the world different. Okay? And we can give our students exposure to this and help them understand how they can do it as well. I want to take a minute to talk about some ideas of how we can do this. First off, we can teach our students how to make new connections, okay, by having them read widely and also seek out those things that are all around them. We can teach them to expect the unexpected. Things are not always going to go how they want. We can teach them to learn from their failures. Indeed, to celebrate their failures, for isn't that how we learn the best? We can teach them to be persistent, to monitor and keep up on what they're doing, to focus on key ideas, and to keep records of what they're doing. We can teach them to be excited, give them opportunities to do fun things in the classroom. We can give them opportunities to play with ideas and things. And above all, we can teach them to ask important and fun questions. We can teach them to be sociable, to be willing to share their work with others, to find good collaborators, to be able to share their work with others, and to have people that they can fall back on when they do struggle, their parents, their teachers. And finally, we can teach them to use the world. It means that they can seek rich environments that come about with their passions, and also to use nature as inspiration. Albert Einstein said, "We believe all people have intelligence, especially our teachers and students. Maybe what we need to do is let them have more fun in what they are doing." Indeed, creativity is intelligence having fun. Finally, I believe we need to make sure creativity is valued and nurtured in our classrooms. My friend Diane Darrow stated this, and I'll leave with this: we do not need to teach creativity, but rather inspire its daily practice. Thank you.